Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Ekadasi chanting. And we are now reading today's Ekadasi glories. I'm just going to share that screen. Yeah. Okay. So we'll start reading, and I request everyone to please raise your hands so that we can read. Is there anybody who's ready to read? Okay, first Balavrinda wants to read. Yeah.
Mataji, I'll read afterwards. I'm in driving.
Okay. Balavrinda will read today first, okay? Then please, everybody, whoever wants to read, please raise your hand. Okay. Shri, first read the name, Vrinda. Okay. Read the name. Parama.
Parama Ekadasi.
Parama
Ekadasi. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, "Oh,
excuse me, sorry, Mataji. Can you do the bigger letters?
Oh, sure, Mataji.
Because it's too small. I cannot read.
Actually, it's a bigger size only, but the print is like that. Now, can you see, Mataji? Oh. Sorry, I don't know what happened. 1 second.
You have to just go.
Sorry, Mataji.
No worries, Mataji. I'll just open it again. Something happened. I don't know what's happened. Just give me a minute. Actually, it's a bigger size only, but the font is like little dull, Mataji, that one website. Yeah. Now I open again.
Okay.
I'll increase for you. Don't worry. No worries. So it's actually zoomed to 100% only. Now it's good, Mataji.
Okay.
For some reason, when I click on that, it's going. Now okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now read.
Shri Yudhishthira Maharaj said, "O Supreme Lord, what is the name of character of that Ekadashi that occurs during the dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha of extra leap year, month of Purushottam? Also, O Master of all universe, of all universes, what is the process for observing it properly? Kindly narrate all of this to me." The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, replied, "O Yudhishthira, the meritorious day is called Parama Ekadasi. It bestows the great benediction of enjoyable life and ultimate liberation, release from birth and death. The process for observing it is similarly to that for observing the Ekadashi that occurs during the light part of the month of Kartik. That is to say, on the Ekadashi, one should worship me, the best of all living beings, with full love and devotion. In the connection, I will now tell you a wonderful history, just as I heard it from the great sages in the city of Kapila. Once a very pious Brahmana named Sumedha resided in the Kapila with his wife Parvati, who was extremely chastised and devoted to her husband on an account of having committed some sin in her previous life. Sumedha was without any money or food, grains, and even though he begged many people for food, he could not obtain any substantial amount. He hardly had adequate food, clothing, or shelter for him and his beautiful young wife. Who was a such excellent character that she continued to serve Sumedha faithfully despite their poverty.
Okay. Mataji, read Mataji, Harita Mataji.
May I read Mataji or Harita Mataji is reading?
I don't know, she raised hand. Otherwise, you can read Mataji. See, from here, Mataji, can you see? I don't know, somehow I cannot see.
You highlight, okay? So I can
actually,
see.
for somehow, now it is highlighting.
Yeah. When guests would come to their home, Hare Krishna Mataji, sorry. When guests would come to their home, Pavitra Mataji would give them her own food. And although she often went hungry, her beautiful lotus-like face never folded. This fasting, yes, Mataji, this color is okay. This fasting made her weak, but her affection for most beautiful one, Sumedha, remained unbreakable. Seeing all this and lamenting his bad luck, Sumedha one day said to Pavitra, "My dear wife, oh, uh, oh most beautiful one, I beg alms from the rich, but refuse scarcely a scrap. What am I do? What am I to do? What possible relief is there for our successful uh, for our plight? Sorry. Where should I go for relief? O most obedient and loving wife, without enough wealth, household affairs are never successful. No bandhu madhye, where I get, oh yeah, dana Danahina Jivanam. Vihin Jivanam. Therefore, please permit me to go abroad and attain some wealth. If I make such an effort, I shall certainly obtain whatever fortune I am destined to enjoy. Without making some endeavor, a person cannot satisfy his desires or meet his needs. Thus, wise men have said that enthusiastic endeavor is always auspicious. The revealed scriptures declare Udya Udyoginah Sri Singham Upati Lakshmi Daivena Deyatika Purushaha Vadam Vadantil. One who endeavors enthusiastically will certainly attain success, but one who merely says, I accept my lot in life in a lazy man, upon hearing this from her husband, who spoke, the word is cut. As he spoke these words, Pavitra joined her palms and her eyes brimming with tears, spoke to him with great respect and affection. I think there is no one greater or more learned than you, my dear. One who, though in misery, is interested in the welfare of others, speaks just as you have. However, the scriptures state that whatever wealth a person attains in his life is due to his having given charity in previous lives. And that if one has not given charity in previous lives, then even though he may sit top a mound of gold, mound of gold as big as Mount Sumeru, he will still remain poor. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So nice, na Mataji.
Thank you for helping.
Very nice. Harita Mataji, read Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji, happy Ekadasi to all. Purva Janmarjitam Vidya, Purva Janmarjitam Dhanam, Purva Janmarjitam Kanya, Agre Dhavatihi. Transcendental knowledge, spiritual education, satisfying wealth, and pleasing family members are acquired by a person who has given profuse charity. Whatever good a person does returns to him manifold. In Manuniti, Manu Maharaj says, Bhagya Phalanti Sarvatra Nacha Vidyanacha Paurusham. Whatever is presented, whatever is predestined by Vidhata, the fortune maker will surely happen. Once One's so-called good education, skill, and enthusiasm will not necessarily guarantee to bring one success. Whatever charity a person gives in the form of education, money, fertile land, and the like is returned to him in a future lifetime. We gain what we have given when given with a good heart. Indeed, whatever the Lord of Destiny, the Creator, has written of one's fortune will certainly come to pass. No one attains any wealth without having given in charity in his previous life. O best of the Brahmins, since we are now poor in our previous lives, neither you nor I must have given any sufficient charity to worthy persons. Therefore, O gracious husband, you should remain here with me. Without you, I cannot live even a moment. Bereft of her husband, a woman is not welcomed by her father, mother, brother, father in law, or any other family members. Everyone will say, "You have lost your husband. You are bad luck, fortune personified." In this way, I shall be criticized severely. The Niti Shastra says, Vina, Vinashraye na tishta, tishta, tishtanti Panditaha Vanita Lataha. Without proper shelter and support, the following three things cannot survive: a learned man, Brahmin, a woman, and a creeper. Therefore, the modern women's liberation movement is a total failure. Furthermore, the Garuda Purana states, Patidharma Pati Sargaha Patihi Paramam Tapaha Patiri Pritim Apanne Priyante Sarva Devata. A chaste woman always thinks that pleasing her spiritually situated husband is her heavenly pleasure, utmost duty, and greatest austerity. If her husband is pleased, a Kulottama Vishnu personified, she thinks the Supreme Lord and all demigods are pleased. The Supreme Lord includes
Thank you,
all.
Mataji. We will
Okay.
see if someone else also want to read. Is there anybody who would like to read? Continue from there. Hare Krishna. Anybody want to read?
I can do it.
Okay, I will read for some time and then I will give it to
For me.
Mataji only. Wait. Okay. The Supreme Lord, including all Devatas, demigods, Pavitra, continued, please therefore stay with me and be satisfied with whatever wealth we get, whatever is destined. We shall obtain in due course of a time and enjoy the here in perfect happiness. Hearing these palliative words from his wife, Sumedha decided to remain in their native village. One day, the great sage Kaundeya arrived at their place, and upon seeing him, the Brahmana Sumedha and his wife stood up before him and then offered him their respectful obeisances. With his head bowed, Sumedha welcomed him. We are very fortunate. Behold, you are here today. O wise of sage, my life has become successful and I am much obligated to you. Sumedha offered Kaundeya Muni a comfortable seat and highly praised his austerities and learning. Just by having your darshan today, said Sumedha, I have become very fortunate. The poor Brahmana couple fed the sage as some sumptuously as they could offer to according to their means, and offered and afterwards, Pavitra asked the mendicant, "Oh, most learned one, what process can we follow to reveal of our poverty? How can a person who has not given any charity in his previous life get a good family, much wealth, and fine education in this life? My husband want to leave me here and go abroad to beg alms. But I have earnestly prayed to him to stay here with me. I humbly told him that if one lacks wealth in the present life, it because of not having given sufficient charity in the previous lifetime, and also as consented to remain here, as he has consented to remain here. It is only due to my great fortune that you have so mercifully come here today." Anybody would like to read, or Harita Mataji will finish it off? Is there anybody who would like to read? Okay.
Can I
Harita
read,
Mataji,
Mataji?
please.
Can I read, Mataji? I have a different page opened. So can you stop me then?
Yes. I will stop you. You please start, Mataji.
Oh, best, right?
Now we are certainly.
Now, oh, okay. I couldn't find it. Sorry.
Okay, no problem, Mataji. Would you see on the screen and read?
This font is so small I cannot read. Okay, let me try. Now we can
Yes,
now
now
we
we are certain to
certain
see
to
the end.
now we are certain to see the end of our poverty very soon. O best of the Brahmanas, please tell us how we can be free. Sorry, I'm losing it. Can you please highlight again how we can
You are seeing
free
from here only. You said it, you are
of
seeing.
this perpetual misery brought on by poverty? O merciful one, kindly describe some visit kindly describe some means a place of pilgrimage we may visit a day, or of fasting we may observe, or an austerity we may perform, by which our ill fortune will end forever. Hearing this, sincere supplication from the patient lady. Did I miss a line?
No, Mataji, you're doing good.
Okay,
Please continue.
okay, sorry. A supplication from the patient lady. The great sage Kaundinya reflected silently for a moment, and then said, there is a fast day very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Hari. Fasting on the day nullifies all kinds of sins and removes all miseries caused by poverty. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji, for reading very nicely. Yeah, is there anybody who would like to read other than the Harita Mataji?
Mataji,
So-
can I read?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. You can also read.
Can you do
I-
highlight this fast
Yeah,
day?
Yeah, Mataji, I'm trying
And
to
blue
find
color,
that word.
okay, Mataji?
I'll
Yeah.
put Mataji. Yes.
This fast day, which occurs during the dark part, Krishna Paksha of the extra leap year month, is known as Parama Ekadasi. It is the topmost day of Lord Vishnu, hence the name Parama. This extra month, Purushottam means dark fortnight. Ekadashi bestows all the necessities of life. Sorry, such as money and food grains, and at last, and at last gives liberation or release when When the evening of this day comes, why it's going away? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Evening of this day comes, one should begin singing the glories of the Lord and dancing in ecstasy. And one should continue through the entire night. This holy fast was once observed faithfully by Lord Kuvera, the treasurer of the Devas. When Lord Shiva saw how strictly he had fasted, Shiva became very pleased and made Kuvera the treasurer of heaven. Also, King Harishchandra fasted on this Ekadashi after his dear wife and son had been sold, and the king was able to get them back. Thereafter, he ruled his kingdom with no further impediments. Therefore, O brood-eyed lady, you also should observe the sacred fast of Parama Ekadashi, following all the appropriate rules and regulations and remaining awake all night. Lord Shri Krishna continued, O Yudhishthir, son of Pandu, in this way, Kaundinya Muni mercifully and affectionately instructed Pavitra about the Param Ekadashi fast. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji. Hare
Mataji. Thank you
Krishna.
so much. Yeah. Harita Mataji, please finish it off, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Then he said to Sumedha, on the Dwadashi, the day after Ekadashi, you should vow to observe Pancharatriki fasting according to all the rules and regulations. After taking a bath early in the morning, you and your good wife, along with both your parents and herds, should fast it for 5 days according to your ability. Then you will all become eligible to return home to the abode of Lord Vishnu. A person who simply makes use of only one seed during these 5 days goes to the heavenly planets. Whoever feeds qualified Brahmins nicely on these 5 days has in effect fed all the demigods, all human beings, and even all the demons. Whoever donates a pot of drinking water to a twice born Brahmin during this 5 days period will gain merit equal to that gained by donating the entire planet in charity. Anyone who gives a learned person a pot filled with sesame seeds resides in the heaven for many years as there are seeds in that pot. One who donates a pot filled with golden ghee will surely go to the abode of the sun god after fully enjoying the pleasure of the earthly planet. Whoever remains celibate during these 5 days will attain celestial happiness and enjoy with the maidens of Indraloka. Therefore, both of you, Sumedha and Pavitra, should fast during these 5 days of Pancharatrika in order to be rewarded with ample grains and wealth for the rest of your lives on this planet. The spiritual world will be your abode thereafter. Hearing this sublime advice, the Brahmin couple, Sumedha and Pavitra, properly observed the Parama Ekadashi and the fast Pancharatrika, and very soon thereafter they beheld a handsome prince approaching them from the royal palace. On the orders of Lord Brahma, the prince gave them a beautiful, exquisitely furnished house and invited them to live in it. Praising their austerity and patience, he also gave them an entire village for their livelihood. Then he returned to the palace. Thus, Sumedha and his wife enjoyed all kinds of facilities in this world and at last went to the abode of Lord Vishnu. Anyone who observes a fast on Parama Ekadashi and also the fast of Pancharatrika is freed from all his sins, and after enjoying life, he returns to Vishnu Loka, as did the Brahmin Sumedha. Excuse me, sorry, Mataji. I lost it, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, so I'm selecting C. See? Can you see that?
One second. Yeah, I see. Actually, I was reading in my computer. Okay.
Okay.
As did the Brahmin Sumedha and his faithful wife Pavitra, it is impossible, O Yudhishthira, to calculate the extent of the merit one obtains by fasting on Parama Ekadashi. For such an observance is equal to bathing in places of pilgrimage such as Pushkara Lake and Ganges River, giving cows in charity and performing all sorts of other religious activities. One who fasts on this day has also has also has also completed the offering of oblations to his forefathers in Gaya. He has in effect fasted on all other auspicious days. As in the social order, the Brahmins are considered the best. As amongst four-legged creatures, the cow is best. And as among demigods, Lord Indradeva is the best. So among all the months of extra month of leap year is the best. The Pancharatrika fast, the fast of 5 days, Pancha 5 Ratri nights in the extra leap year month is said to remove all kinds of abominable sins. But the Pancharatrika fast, together with the fast of Parama and Paramai Ekadashi, destroys all a person's sins. If a person is unable to fast on these days, he should observe the fast during the extra month according uh, according to his ability. A person who having received human birth does not take does not take a proper bath during this extra month and and then observes the Ekadashi, which are very dear to Lord Hari, commits suicide and suffers in the cycle of what is this, Mataji?
Mataji,
Eight
Eight
million
lakhs,
four hundred thousand.
yeah,
yeah.
8 lakh
8 billion
400,000.
400,000 species.
Yeah, 8,400,000 species. The rare human birth is meant for accumulating merit and at last achieving liberty, release from this material world. Therefore, one rare human birth is meant for accumulating merit and at last achieving liberating release from this material world. Therefore, Mataji, where did I go? Therefore,
Wait. Therefore,
one should by all means observe fasting on this auspicious Parama Ekadashi. Lord Sri Krishna concluded, O sinless Yudhishthira, as you have requested, I have described to you the wonderful merit one can attain by fasting on Ekadashi named Parama, which occurs during the dark part of the extra leap year month. You should observe this fast if at all possible. King Yudhishthira did exactly as Lord Sri Krishna had instructed, and so did all his brothers and their wife Draupadi. After enjoying pleasures sorry,
achieved in the material world.
rarely achieved in the material world, they returned home back to Godhead. Whoever, after, however, I think after taking a proper bath, whoever after taking a proper bath observes a fast on these 2 extra month Ekadashis will go to heaven and finally attain to the abode of Sri Vishnu. And as he travels there, he will be praised and prayed to by all the demigods. Thus ends the narration of glories of Parama Ekadashi. the Ekadashi that occurs during the dark fortnight of extra leap year month from the Skanda Purana. Hare
Jai
Krishna.
Ekadashi ki
Ki Jai.